chat. Hello, 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 and hello, and hello again. I hope you guys are having a blessed Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Let me make sure this thing look kind of. Let me clean this camera off. Listen, man. I gotta get in and get out, okay? Because my daughter coming home in about maybe 30 minutes. So I gotta get out, get in, and get out. So I can't be talking for long. So don't have me on here asking me 180,000 questions because I can't stay. Let me make sure I set myself up. All right. So since I have more people ask me questions who are women, I'll speak about some questions that I get often. Well, one question I get often: how do you make a man respect you? How do you make a man? How do you make your man, not a man? How do you make your man respect you? Bougie, what's good, girl? How we doing? How do you make your man respect you? How do you make your man respect you even more? Redance. What go on? What go on? What go on? What happening? What happening? What happening? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Brenda. Good afternoon. Tony! Hey, Tony. Um, I'm not gonna stay long today because my daughter comes over in a few minutes, and I wanted to come on here just to bring this and then get off of here. I don't want to stay too long. How do you make a man? How do you make your man respect you? I think right now, in our dating world, we have these questions. Respect when he's talking, and I tell him to respect me when I'm talking. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, right? Hey, Tracy, you ain't got to tell a man to, you ain't got to tell no man to respect you or to listen when you are speaking if a man already respects you. You know what I mean? You ain't got to tell a man. My wife ain't gonna tell me, "Hey, Kirk, I'm talking. You should listen." Actually, nobody has to tell me that. Friends, family, because that's respect. So he should respect you already to listen as you speak. Hey, Gamma, Goddess, how you doing? And but there's some things that you can try to make your man respect you. There's some things that you can try. Yeah, if he wants to, he will. Indeed, Redens. Thank you, Tony. Hey, Miranda. I'm surprised you're on. Hey, Miranda. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, African Queen. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing good, Soft Glow. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. I'm having a good day. Hey, Miranda. So, what are some things that you can do? Like I said, we are in this weird dating stage. Time for me to stop talking to him. Bushy. I think I just got on. I just got on, Miranda. I just got on. We in this weird awkward dating state. This awkward dating life or reality, whatever we call it. This dating society that shit is so much, and people are getting more. Say, hey, Bougie, listen. I know that you meant that. Good afternoon. I mean, I listen. I know that you love you some monk. So, I never assumed that you didn't say good afternoon. um, you know what I mean? Hey, lady. I know we in some weird dating era where dating and relationships look like is people are nuts, right? Both men and women. We look like we're nuts. We don't know what the hell is going on. Hey, Miranda, thank you for the gifts. But the thing is, a lot of times, oftentimes, you might be surprised that there's some things that we can do, right? Because here's the deal, right? Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Here's the truth, right? Psychology plays a big role in dating, right? Psychology plays a big role. Thank you for the gifts. Psychology plays a big role in dating. Hey, Mellow Girl, thank you so much. Psychology is a big, plays a big role in dating, and I think some things we can do to affect the way how somebody sees you or to affect the way how somebody treats you, react to you, right? There's some things that we can do. We're not just gonna just be there and just and expect somebody to just psychologically, be drawn to you or change their behavior. Psychology is a bitch. Let me tell you all. Psychology works in marriages. It works in relationships. It works in dating. Life is based on psychology. This is not the first time you guys hear me say this. Life is based on psychology. Hey, Jadel. Life. Hey, boss baby, how you doing? Life is based on psychology. Whether you get promoted, whether you want a job, whether you're competing with someone else for a position, whether you want relationships, all throughout life, life is based on psychology, right? how you are wanted, liked, desired, respected, treated. All psychology. The way how you look, the way you carry yourself, the words that you speak, how you say it, when you say it, everything, everything, everything is based on psychology. All right. So there's some things that you can do to make a man respect you. Especially your man. I'm talking about your boyfriend, the one that say that he wants you. Okay. There's some things that you can do for him to respect you even more. Okay. Hey, Cassie. So I want to talk about some of those things. I have a couple that I wanted to stand out. I respect it. I wish you well. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's get into it. I have a list of about 10 fives, 10 things. Okay? Make sure you get your pen and paper. I'm about to go over these things. My daughter comes home in 20 minutes. I'm going to go straight to these things because I don't want to stay long after she comes home. All right, check this out, right? This is number one. Um, treat Number one, treat mixed signals like busy signals, right? Treat mixed signals like busy signals and hang up. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Treat mixed signals like busy signals. Because if you treat mixed signals and you there confused and acting confused and talking shit and trying to all these things, if you there, then you're gonna always have mixed signals. Treat mixed signals as busy signals. It means that person is not there. No need to talk. Hang up. Be done. When he realizes that he cannot bring you those things, he stops. Because mixed signals is actually a technique. Mixed signals is actually a strategy to keep your ass confused, to keep your ass taking whatever he gives to you. Mixed signals is psychology to make a man give you what he wants to give you, not what you want. So when you see a man giving you mixed signals, understand that should be a busy signal and hang up the damn phone. No need to talk. No need. That's number one. Stop letting people play with you with this mixed signals crap. A matter of fact, I always say one of my rules in dating is for the sake of your mental peace, treat mixed signal as a no. Treat mixed signal like no. That means nothing is there. Mixed signals, no. Hey Beverly, mixed signals just gotta be a no. I just hang up. Hell yeah, you hang up. No, and listen, bougie. I'm not even talking. I'm not even talking about if you're on the phone. I'm talking about in your real life. If you face to face and one day he's there, one day he's not. One day he is trying, one day he's just doesn't care. One day he's hot, one day he's cold. That's mixed signals. When you see that mixed signals, disappear. A matter of fact, number two is this right here. Number two, let's go right into this one. Um, Speaking about mixed signals, don't chase clarity. Don't chase clarity. Hey Tommy, don't chase clarity. Hey, I'm bothered. How we doing? I would say mixed signal. Exactly, equal no signal. Don't chase clarity. People are grown. People know what they want. They know how to ask for what they want. They know how to say what they want. Right? Don't chase clarity. If you ain't getting it, it's because they don't want it. They don't want you. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for coming. Hey, Francesca. Don't chase clarity, especially clarity trying to, but I don't know what you want. Please, don't chase clarity. Don't chase clarity. Don't keep asking the same damn question. He heard it the first time. What's up, Shay? He heard it the first damn time, the second time, and some of you keep chasing clarity, trying to. He can speak. The man can speak really well. You remember when you start to date? What he said he wanted? When he wants your sex? When he wanted your body? He was very clear about it. You remember how he spoke to you? He told you what he wanted, right? He told you want to take your clothes off. He told you he wanted to this and that, all these nasty things. He told you he wanted to go somewhere. He knows exactly. Don't chase clarity. Because if you chase clarity, let me tell you this, you're going to be confused for the entire relationship. You're going to be confused for the entire duration of the relationship. If you chase the clarity, You're gonna be anxious because you don't like God. You cannot be with a man seriously where you are always confused. You will feel worthless. You will feel ridiculous. You will never be sure of where you at or where you stand. Don't chase clarity. Clarity comes to you. Let a man open his mouth and speak what he wants. That's when you will know exactly what he wants to say. Let him speak exactly what he wants. Let him tell you exactly what he wants. And you do the same too, though. You do the same too. Because some of y'all women be beating around the bush. Well, I mean, giving hints. Y'all grown people. Y'all be giving hints. You are women. You all be giving hints. Stop giving hints. Because sometimes when you give hints, we don't get it. And when you give hints, you don't get what you want. Open your damn mouth too. Tell me, how you doing? Tell me you're blind. You have an anxious personality, then fix it. You don't just say, I have an anxious personality and let that be that. No, you fix it. There is no such thing as an anxious personality. It's just your thoughts you can't control. It's just that you don't manage your energy properly. So you say, I have an anxious personality. No such thing as an anxious personality. It's people who don't want to take accountability for their own thoughts. You don't have anxious personality. You just don't want to learn how to manage your own thoughts, manage your own energy. I'm blessed too. I'm blessed too. But don't chase clarity. That shit don't work. If you chase it once, you're gonna chase it again. So that's number two. Don't chase clarity. Number three. Number three. What would it sound like if he's expressing a real need or want, not just playing? What would it sound like? I think. Hey Trish, he said, what would it sound like when? Okay, wait, Miranda. Let me go over this first, and then because my daughter about to come home. Let me go over these first, and then I'll come back to those questions. Okay, but can you remember the question, and so that you can post it there, so that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to get over these numbers first. Okay. Number three, pull your energy back when you feel you are not valued. Pull it back. Don't try to do more. Some of you, when you don't feel valued, you want to do more. That opens up doors of disrespect. Yeah, a man will never respect you if when you feel undervalued and you keep trying to do more and more and do and do. That means you stop. Pull your energy back. He knows why. He knows why. I need that to be understood. I need that to be, and that's for anybody. That's for men and women. Actually, this is not just about men. This is about us spirit as a whole. Both of us, men and women. Because sometimes the men also, right? Right? Sometimes the men also trying their hardest and the women, they want more and more and more and pull your energy back. Pull your energy back when you feel undervalued. Because it doesn't make sense doing more of what somebody already don't appreciate. It doesn't make sense doing more of what somebody already don't appreciate. You pull that shit back. That means you stop. When you don't feel like you are respected or valued, you pull that shit back. You put it back. Stop. And when you stop, they'll see what you have been doing. See, for some people to realize what you've been doing, you have to stop. That's just being honest. For some people to realize what you've been doing, you gotta stop. Because you don't try harder. You don't do more. You don't beg for them to notice what you are doing. If they don't see it, it's because they don't want to see it. All right. Number four, what you do next is if you want somebody, pull the plug. Well, pull it back. Right. Giving them more, trying harder, only teaches them that the worse they are, the more they get. I love that. Facts. Pin that one. Pin that one. That one has to be pinned. Miranda said, giving them more, trying harder, only teach them that the worse they are, the more worse they do. Pretty much, because I can't really see it because this thing. So understand, sometimes doing more is you enabling them or you rewarding them for their bad behaviors. You don't reward people for bad behaviors. You don't do that to your kids or to grown people. Number four, you want a man to respect you. What you must learn to do is respect yourself loudly. Respect yourself out loud. Let him see it. Let him hear what you're saying. Let him see how you respect yourself loudly. And after a while, you're gonna see him follow suit. You're gonna see him follow suit because I could only respect you how you respect you. I could only respect you how you respect you. Seriously. If you always going back on your words, always talking about, doing this, but then you stay. If you let him walk over your boundaries, and then you always, but you don't do anything. Let him hear you say how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how amazing you are. He'll follow suit. He'll follow through. Respect yourself loudly. Some of you disrespect yourself loudly, and that's why you continue to be disrespected. You disrespect yourself loudly. Or you carry yourself, right? Standing up for yourself, indeed. The way how you treat yourself, the way how you talk about yourself. Some of you talking about yourself like you are your own enemy. If you talking shit about yourself, my God, why won't I? If you talking so much shit about yourself and disrespecting yourself, what makes me? Well, how do you get mad when I do it? If you called in yourself, man, if you called in yourself bad names and bad words, and why can't I? Think about it. Why can't I? Respect yourself loudly. They will follow. Y'all ready for number five? Y'all ready for number five? Unc, what's up? Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing? You ready for number five? Number five is this: never argue with a man who knows he is wrong. Y'all hear what I just said? I'm gonna tell you, this is a breakthrough right here. Y'all be arguing with people. Y'all be arguing with folks that put in your legs. Y'all be arguing with folks who already know that they're wrong. You know, one of the biggest insults for an adult. Let me tell you the biggest insult. The biggest insult for me is having to explain to my wife what she already know that she's doing wrong. Star Vibes, what's good? The biggest insult is for a grown person to explain to another grown person what they already know that they're doing wrong. You hear me? That's men or women. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman. Don't argue with a man who knows he is wrong. That's childish. That you just want your ego to win. You arguing for what? And he thinks, I'm telling you. And you just, what you arguing for? You know he's wrong. He know he's wrong. What's to argue about? Just wasting your time. And that's how people don't take you seriously. See, when you argue with somebody who know they're wrong and you still arguing, they don't take you seriously because you're like, damn, you still arguing with me even though you know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. You know I know I'm wrong. I know I. It's like me cheating on you, right? It's like me cheating on you. I know I'm wrong for cheating. Yet you arguing with me and I'm arguing back with you because I know I'm cheating. Ain't that crazy though? But we do it though. Nobody takes you seriously. You just want to talk. Are all men like that? If you have to ask that question, if all men are like that, then that's crazy. I don't argue with people, so obviously not all men are like that. I don't argue. Me and my wife don't even argue. To be honest with you, we don't argue. I don't have no need for arguing. I'm too old. Arguing takes so much energy. You know what I mean? Arguing takes so much energy. Miranda, people over here on YouTube talking trash, man, and you on TikTok. Let me back this person. But yeah, man, don't argue with folks who that you know is wrong. I mean, not saying that men don't argue. No, I'm not saying that men shouldn't argue. But I'm saying when I know I'm wrong, what am I arguing about? You know what I mean? Like, what am I arguing about? Huh, you're right. But if a man is arguing with you still of knowing you're wrong, that man is gonna manipulate you. You all stop it. Nobody respects you more when you argue with them, especially when they're wrong. Why would he argue in the first place? Wait, Miranda, I never introduced you to Tony, huh? Divine. Divine. Miranda, this was my official Divine moderator right there. Tony, this is Miranda. Um, my good friend that I've met over over a year now, 2 years on YouTube. So say hi to each other. Um, if you argue, it stops you of your dignity and you to invalidating your own pain. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Um, I'm hopping back. Okay, okay, it's cool. But yeah, don't argue with the people that you know is wrong. All right. Number five. I think this is number five, right? No, number five. Let me tell you this. Match when you see a man ain't trying hard. When you see a man ain't trying hard and he ain't doing much, match his effort and do less. Match his efforts and do less. Is that six or five? I thought it was five. You see, I can't keep these numbers. Match a man's effort and do less. Less. Not his energy, his effort. Not his energy. Thoughts on Israel is a country. That's my thoughts. Match his efforts, not his energy. Don't get stink because he gets stink. Is that six? I thought it was five. Don't get angry because he get angry. Don't get upset because he get upset. Don't be ridiculous because he's ridiculous. Don't match his energy. Match his effort. And when you match his effort, when he's not trying hard, do even less. See how long. No, yes, that's gonna waste your time too. But he knows why. He knows why. It's just people know that if they pull back, you're gonna pull forward. It's psychology, right? It's it's psychology. It's psychology. People know if I stop, you're gonna try harder. If I don't call, if I stop calling, you're gonna always call. Seriously. People understand. People know psychology, and you know, psychology says that if you're talking to a guy or a girl, if you're talking to a guy or a girl, right? If you're talking to a person, psychology, the way how you say bye, the way how you say hello, the way how you hang up, the way how you stop talking, it affects the other person's thought process. It affects the other person's character. I mean, the other person's behavior. It has a big influence on how somebody feel or think or react. You have to match. I ain't talking about energy, effort. Match their efforts. And if you see somebody ain't putting in efforts anyways, I'd rather just hey, I'm good. Because it's very important for you to do you. See, let me explain something. I think a lot of times women ask me all the question. Women ask me all the question, right? Women ask me, so should I be trying to? Of course you should be trying. You should put in efforts as much as he's putting in effort. I think women these days thinking that she ain't got to put in no effort because if a man is chasing her, she don't have to do much besides be chased. That's not true. Yeah, I would leave your ass. I would. Oh man, I would disappear so quick. Because if you ain't putting in effort, if you ain't because you think that you're a girl or you're a woman, oh please, that shit is annoying. And so a lot of times, yeah, people think that their feminine energy, when you're being courted, you do nothing. Oh, I will leave your boring ass, your dry. I will leave your dry, boring ass so quick. You hear me? And I want that to be serious. Take me. I will leave. I will ghost your dry, boring ass, dry bones for the dry bones. I will leave your dry, boring ass so quick because you ain't putting in effort because you think because you're a woman. It's not how it works. It's just efforts for male and female. It looks a little different. Effort looks a little different for men and women. But some of y'all be boring as hell. Um, what's about I asked support as difficult situation and he said call me when you are okay. Damn. You ask for support when you well, it depends. How long have you been with this guy? Like how long have you been with this guy? If you asking for support, right? Hey Rena, how you doing? If you asking for support and he tell you call him when you're okay, now that sounds like raggedy behavior to me. Hey, I need help. Call me when you don't need help anymore. Hey, Empress. Hey, call me when you don't no longer need help. Oh God, that's woo shit. Hey, call me when you don't need no help. Oh, what? And you are gonna continue talking? That right there, that is the most toxic shit I ever heard in my life. Hey, I'm going through something, right? I'm going through. I need help. Yeah, call me when you fix it, everything. Call me when you get. No, 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 no. That's a loser behavior right there. That's a loser. But yeah, that man don't give a damn. But listen though, what did I say? What was the last one I did? Match his minimum with even less. That's I thought that was number five. Number six. Number six, or seven. Whichever number this is. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That was number six. So because number five was never argue with a man who knows he is wrong. Number six is don't match. I mean, match his effort. Thank you, Tony. Number seven. This is where we go wrong. This is where we go wrong. Here's number seven. You want a man to respect you? Stop threatening. Stop threatening a man to leave. If you're gonna leave, leave. What the hell are you threatening him to leave for? What are you threatening a grown man to leave? To behave? To act right? If a man only behaves when you threaten to leave, then he don't want you in the first place. This is what I just said. This is very simple. Stop threatening a man to leave. Just leave. He knows exactly what to do the next step. Because some of you talk too much. When you threaten a man to leave and you don't leave, you are hearing me? When you threaten a man to leave and you don't leave, oh shit! You start a new standard. You reset the whole standard. Now you say, shit, I guess you just changed the standards on you. And so stop threaten. If you gotta threaten a man to leave, it's because. But you know what though? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He never take you seriously. But let's be honest though. It backfires every time. Let's be honest. But Bella, how long have you been talking to this guy that you asked for help? Like how long have you been? How long have you been with this guy though? I'm just curious because I think it depends. It, don't. How many of you? Let's be honest. How many of you did this before? Tell your man that you was leaving. Tell him that you're gonna leave and you stayed, no matter how bad it got. Let's be honest. How many? Not leaving. I'll lock his ass out of the house. But how many of us did that before? 5 months? Me this month. Oh, then 5 months. 5 months. Uh, 5 months. 5 months. 5 months is not a relationship. I mean, I know sometimes you don't want to. This is not what you want to hear. 5 months is not a relationship. Yeah, 5 months is not a relationship. 5 months is not really a relationship. How about I tell him to leave, but he's still there? If it's your house, it's because he knows that you don't mean it. If you meant it, he would have been gone. You see, a man knows when you're bluffing. We all know when you don't be serious. We all know that you don't mean shit. We all know that you just talk. You tell a man to leave from your house and he hasn't left and you haven't called the police and shit. It's because you don't want him to leave. When you want him to leave, you'll do. Listen, you'll do what you gotta do. When you want a man to leave your house, especially your house, he'll leave. But until then, when like most of y'all, when you all tell a man that you all are done, you all block him even, you all still expect him to find your number from somewhere else, call him a different phone, and when you don't call him a different phone that you don't experience or that you don't know this phone, you all be disappointed. If I block you from my phone and from all social media, if you really wanted me, you should find another way. A man knows that you're not done. Hey, Patty. A man knows when you're not done. Yeah, I asked him to leave. If you ask him to leave, then he should have been gone. Thank you, Patty. He should have been gone already. The fact that he is still there, you don't want him to leave. You just want him to change. You don't want him to leave. You want him to change and behave. That's what happens. You want him to behave. Behave yourself. Leave. You know what? Leave. Yeah, man, know that you want him to go nowhere. All right. So number seven. Number seven was again. What was number seven again? Number seven was what was number seven? Um, don't threaten to walk away. Yeah. Hey, Cody. Don't threaten a man to walk away. All right. Number eight. Don't ask a man for loyalty. Yep. Don't ask a man for loyalty. Make him be afraid to lose you. Don't ask a man for loyalty. You gotta be asking people for. How do you ask somebody for something that should be natural? Thank you, Brenda. How do you ask for something that should be common sense? That's like saying, "Oh, I want, I want clothes." Well, you should want clothes. That's common sense because we all have to be clothed here. Don't ask a man for loyalty. Make him be afraid to lose your ass. Not everybody have common sense, okay? Don't ask a man for loyalty. Make a man be afraid to lose you. Now, how is my what you might be asking me? How do you make a man be afraid to lose you? I think if you do those things, I think sometimes, a lot of times these days, men want to be challenged oftentimes. I think men want to be challenged oftentimes. And not challenged in a way that you think I mean, but challenged in a way that makes them calm down. Matching a man's effort will calm them down. I think matching a man's effort will calm them down. Matching somebody's effort will make him realize, oh shit, how come you're not giving me? Well, you're not giving me either. So what do you want? I'm giving you what you're giving me. Sometimes people need a mirror. Sometimes people need their own medicine. Hey, here you go. See you? This is you. Sometimes people need to see themselves. Here you go. See your face? See the look in your face? So sometimes it's not even you doing it just because you want to be petty. And because, I mean, let's be honest. It's all fun and games, right? Until you pick up the two-player. And it's not because, and listen, we can do certain things, right? We can do certain things and the motives are different. Yeah, you can be petty for real and you can do it. But you can just want to, hey, let me show you what you're doing. It's not because you're petty, right? Yeah, it's not because you're angry. You're not mad. But let me show you. Some people need to be shown. We show our kids sometimes. We show our families. Sometimes you show your partner because you know that this person, especially when you know somebody is decent, when you know they have good in them, when they have good intentions, or when you know that they really want what you are. Like, some people really, they just don't see it until they see it. Let's be honest. Some people are good partners, but some shit is that they need to be tweaked. I think my daughter just came home. A bus just came, so I can't be much longer. Hey Ronnie, how you doing? And so sometimes, you just have to wait, what which one was that again? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yeah. Don't yeah, right. Don't ask a man for loyalty. You asking a man for loyalty is just you asking a man for loyalty is just you like what are you doing? If a man wants to be in it, he'll be loyal. If a man wants to do a relationship, he'll want it. You shouldn't ask it. That's like asking a man to be your wife. It's like asking a man to be. Can you be my husband? It's asking for loyalty. You don't ask those questions. A man will do what he wants to do. Don't ask for loyalty, man. And if it's not given to you, you don't have to complain and argue. Like I said, listen. Number 9, stop arguing and go silent. Your silence speaks a lot louder than your words, especially when your words ain't working. Yeah, it took him to lose. Sometimes it takes a man to lose you. What is rare, Bella? What's rare? Stop arguing and go silent. If his love can't listen, if his love ain't making him do right, your words, your arguments can't. If his respect don't make him do right, your words can't. If he can't do right, your words ain't doing a damn. All the arguing, all that yapping is pointless. One thing I like about my wife, which I'd never liked before, was she don't argue. She doesn't fuss. She's not the type to fuss, and so I have to be very careful because I have to figure out. I had to learn to figure out when she had enough. I had to learn to figure out. Yeah, like I said, when my wife told me one time, she said, "Listen, are we gonna do it or we're not gonna do it? It's up to you." That's what she told me. She said, "Listen, I'm not gonna play games with you and be with you and you're gonna act like you don't want to marry me. He said, you want to do it or not? If not, let me go right now. And next week we was done at the damn courthouse. She didn't argue. She didn't fuss. These things work only if he wanted you in the first place. Yeah, man. Yeah, she didn't argue, and now she still don't argue because if you want to argue, she would just look at you and just look at you like you ain't got no sense. She would look at you like you ain't got no sense. And so I realized this arguing stuff don't work with her. People like to argue, just to ego, just to fight and be right or wrong. My wife, she said, but I already. I remember back in the ice of just like, why ain't you saying nothing? She said, I already said what I said. Yeah, I hated that. You hear me? She said, I already said what I said. You wanted a different answer? I'm not going to give you a different one. I already said what I said. Well, damn. And here I am trying to argue more. She like, but, and she would just look at me. I mean, she would look at me until I felt retarded. Oh, And then why aren't you talking? Oh, I was toxic in the beginning, man. Back in the days, I wouldn't say I was toxic, but I had to work some things out. I had to get some things out of me. Cause I told you I was a raggedy dude. Hey, Erica, I was a raggedy dude, and so when I would try to argue, especially when I was just being silly or being stupid, or she wouldn't argue. She still don't argue with me. She still do not argue. She refused to argue. She said, "For what? I already said what I said. You heard me. I know you heard me because I said it loud, and I heard exactly what you say. So what's to argue about? Makes sense. But if you want a man to respect you, don't argue with them. And this is something I've experienced, like I said, in my own life. Some guys will take that silence as peace. It won't bother. No, no. Well, no. Guys don't take silence as peace. We know. We can feel when a woman is heavy. We can feel when a man is heavy. We can feel when a woman is. We can feel it. We know when a woman goes silent oftentimes, especially if she's a talker, if she's a complainer. We know when you go silent, it's like shit. Somebody else got that. Somebody, damn, she's really mad. I wonder what she's doing. She must be trying to get me back. She must be trying to do something. Man knows that's not peace. We know, because you know why? To be honest, we have intuition too. Oh, thank you, Mama. Hi. You can leave it right there. Oops. You had a good day in school? Well, my daughter just came home. What do I do if we are not emotionally available and avoid this? Leave. Leave. Don't start. Listen, it's only been 5 months. Leave. You said that you only want him 5 months. If he is emotional, unavailable, and avoid it, stop. Leave. You have time to leave. You want to say hi? Tell him good afternoon. Tell him how was your school day? Good. It was good? Yeah. Okay, give me kisses. Go ahead, eat a snack, okay? I'll be done soon. Well, if you have a man who doesn't care, then that's a whole different reality. If you have a man who didn't care and you still stay, I mean, that's a whole different reality. Thank you, Nicole. Like seriously, like if you have for instance, that person said it's been 5 months, and what happens when you realize that he is an avoidance? Hey, Janet, if he's an avoidance, or if he is emotionally unintelligent, I mean, or something, you have time. You should have been gone. The moment you see that, you should have been gone, because you don't. Oh, you know. Can I be honest with you guys, man? Can I be honest with you guys? You don't need. You don't owe anyone understanding. You don't owe anyone understanding. You don't owe anyone understanding, especially in the beginning. If this is not what you want, is not what you want. You don't owe them You don't owe them understanding, and it sounds bad. If he's avoidant and he's emotionally unavailable, you don't owe him anything. You don't owe him to stay. You don't owe him to stay around. You don't owe him to understand his situation. No. Sometimes people, if you are an avoidant and you see it doesn't work for you, fix it. Because I shouldn't have to deal with you. Hey, Miss Fine Wine, how you doing? Long time to see. I should not have to deal with your avoidance. You should deal with your avoidance and fix it. Does that not make sense? Does that not make sense though? If you know, if I come in a relationship and I know I'm avoidant, I supposed to be aware that hey, I'm avoidant. Let me fix. Let me make sure you see. Let me make sure I do what I gotta do to make sure that you feel loved and you feel okay and you feel safe and you feel respected. It's not for me to tell you, hey, listen, right? Hey, listen, I'm an avoidant, so deal with me. No, you crazy? And these days, with all these fluffy things and all these relationship things and all these dating things, we're telling people, hey, if you're dealing with an avoidant, no. We have to tell the avoidance if you want a relationship, if you want kids, if you want family, learn how to tweak yourself. Because you don't, nobody don't need to deal with you. This is why people don't fix themselves, because people adjust to them. No. If I ask, well, if you ask a man if he loves you and he do all that, here we go again, and you stay with him, oftentimes it's because that's what you think that you deserve. Oftentimes, exactly, Nicole. Oftentimes, that's what you think that you deserve because if you're dealing with it, that means, like, if you're dealing with it, that means you don't mind. That means you give him the hey, do what you do. I'll suck it up. This dude went ghost when I told him he suffers from depression from going to funerals for 6 months. Damn. I had an avoidant that told me he's actually secure and he needs to find somebody who gets him. Right, exactly. That's what we do. Because when you don't learn, if you don't want to fix yourself, what you're going to do, you're going to just break people. A person who doesn't want to fix themselves end up breaking other people. And that's what we telling, man, listen, being a grown man, I realize that we all come with stuff. And we need to learn that people don't need to deal with our stuff. We need to deal with our own stuff so we can be better or effective towards people. If you want a relationship, man, if you want a relationship, because and you know what, people, here's the problem. Somebody diagnosed people as avoidance, disavoidance, disavoidance. I think what it's like 4 different ones, right? There's all these avoidance, and somebody diagnosed people with that stuff. And now that they are diagnosed, or now that there is a word that describe them, now they want to take that to their advantage. And well, I'm an avoidant. So, because it's real, you see, it has a name. I'm an avoidant. If you don't know what it is, Google it. I'm an avoidant. So you have to learn to deal with me. And that's how we, anytime you give some ridiculous behavior a name, people become too comfortable with it. Anytime you give some ridiculous behavior a name or a diagnosis, people become, because you should never be telling me, hey, I'm an avoidant. So, no, if you're an avoidant, ain't you seeking help? And if you're not seeking help, what do you want me to do about it? Struggle with that? Struggle with you with that? Act funny and feel funny because you don't want to fix yourself? I'd rather you fix yourself. Hi, mama. That's too much. Make sure you wash your face when you finish. Go wipe your mouth with napkins. Doesn't have anything to age. It means, yeah. I mean, listen, man. But listen, if you're gonna, and you know what though, how you make somebody respect you, like this life right here, and they like to use lessen it through words than soften it, and so they don't have the feeling of discomfort. Listen, if you want somebody to respect you, right? If you want your man to respect you, first you have to respect yourself. Hey, Kiona, you gotta respect yourself. That's why I said, I don't remember which number was respect yourself loudly. You remember I said that one? That was one of the numbers. I think that was number 2. Respect, or 3. Respect yourself loudly. Respect yourself loudly. Respect yourself loudly. Number 4, thank you. Respect yourself loudly, because you all don't respect yourself loud enough. And so when you get these raggedy people in your lives and they treat you and all, and you accept them, and you this and you that and you this and you make excuses for that. You remember yesterday I spoke about this thing right here yesterday. Was that if you want to attract toxic men, one of them was abandon yourself. Listen, man. Some of you don't understand, man. Some of you all don't understand. If you want a man to respect you, if you respect yourself loudly, stop taking all these things from people and expect people to respect you. Stop taking all this nonsense from people and think that they're gonna respect you if you take it from them. Don't do that to yourself. Quickly, and I didn't feel good. Good. I'm afraid of men right now. Met a man in April. By May, he was in my face, about to punch me for not turning on a light. I will. Not. That's not men. Listen, one of the worst times, one of the worst times to attract men, one of the worst times to be with men, one of the worst times to be in a relationship with men is when you are in survival mode. When you are in survival mode, the type of men that you attract will keep you surviving. They will keep you begging for your breath. They will keep you on your toes. When you are in survival mode, anytime you are in survival mode is one of the worst times to be in a relationship. Never. You see, when you're gonna be on the couch or you're gonna be upstairs. Okay, mama. Can I have a kiss first? Please. That's it. Just one. All right. I'll see you later. What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Survival mode is real. Survival mode is real. Survival mode will do some damage. Survival mode will do some damage. If you're in survival mode, leave them men alone because I promise you, the ones that you're attracting ain't worth a damn. And only because your energy is different. Yeah. Only because your energy is different. Only because your energy is different. Your energy in survival mode, it doesn't give you what you love. Survival mode. See, survival is nothing to do with your heart. Remember, you don't need love to survive. You don't need empathy. You don't need compassion. You don't need nothing from the heart when you are in survival mode. And so therefore, your heart don't push out that frequency. And so since it doesn't push out that frequency, that frequency doesn't come back to you. It doesn't come back. And so what comes back to you is survival frequency. Fear, anxiety, depression. And so the people that you attract will keep you in that state of depression, keep you in that state of anxiety, keep you in that state of survival. The people that you come back to you, that you attract, will be people who keep you in the same place. So, because that's what's going out. You see, the thing about survival mode in this life, it doesn't give you what you want or what you need. It gives you back what you are. Yeah, man. You don't. And so that's why. So it's not about men that you're afraid of. It's not men. It's not a man thing. Relationships. How can survival? Thank you, Erica. Survival mode is a result of relationships. How can we get out of survival mode out of a relationship? Out of how can we get? Can you tell me what you mean? Because I don't think I understand what you mean. Jawai, what's good, brother? What's up, Daniel? They say, how can we get out of survival mode, out of a relationship? How can we get out of survival mode? Are you asking me how to get out of survival mode when you're in a relationship? Is that what you're asking me, Miranda? How can you get out of survival mode when you're in a relationship? This is what this is what it's about. Okay, reinvent lab. Okay, good. Well, hey, well on, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Brother. But yeah, man, you don't want to date nobody in survival mode, man. That stuff gives you bad juju. Get out of survival mode first. Leave it first. Number 10 will drop when we reach 50. Hi, Tony. No, hey, number 10 will drop when we hit 50K. But yeah, man. So number nine was stop arguing and go silent. You don't need to argue all the time. People will understand your silence. People understand your silence. You see like how you understand your kid's silence? Or you understand your boss's silence? Or you understand, your lover's silence. People understand your silence more sometimes. And so one of the things, if you want somebody to respect you, learn for you to respect your silence. Your silence has to be very important. Your silence has to be very. Your silence has to be listen, and you can't force it. And it's not because you're bitter or angry. Your silence has to be very important. What's up, Clyde, my brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? We get damaged in relationship. It triggers survival mode. So then, how can we heal it if it needs to be healed? Okay, good, great question. What if he's in survival? What if he's in survival mode? Then he needs a woman to make him survive to keep him. If he's on survival mode, he needs a woman to keep him attached to those little those what's them things in the hospital? Those he needs somebody to keep him attached for life support. If a man is in survival mode, he needs life support, and so his woman have to give him life support. He needs some stuff. And so you will end up being everything to him. You have to be everything to a man who's in survival mode. You have to be everything. Let me say that again. You have to be everything for a man who's in survival mode. Everything. His mother, his father, his siblings, his niece, his niece, his uncle, his auntie, his friend, his lover, his chef, laundry, this, that, because survival mode is a place where it sucks to get out, right? So Miranda's asking if we are broken in relationships, we need to heal in relationships. If survival mode is the result of relationship, then how to heal some? See, sometimes survival mode is not just because of relationships. Yes, that's one of the factors. But if survival mode, if you know what you need, if you know what you need, sometimes survival mode makes you go inside and manage properly your nervous system, right? I know what I need. Now, me as a person, I know what I need. As a man um, who experiences life, and sometimes, based on life, we go in survival mode. When money is short, when you're about to go to a divorce or a breakup, right? When somebody cheats or lies, you go into that space. You listen. Let's be honest. We dip into that space. All of us do. We all dip into survival mode sometimes. When chaos happens, when our kids are sick, when our kids are struggling, when our kids go to jail, right? When somebody ghosts us, leave us, divorce us, when we go broke, we can't pay our bills, we dip into survival mode. But my part, how I'm able to solve that, is the knowledge part. As long as I have the knowledge to understand, hey, I expect to go in survival mode. So let me pull myself back. Let me remove myself from this situation. And I know this sounds corny and I know it sounds cliche, right? It sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds stupid. I know it. But this is when, no matter what you are in or what you find yourself in, you have to learn to pull yourself back. Even if you listen, sometimes we're in the same place. When I was in the military, in the worst time in my life, I had to learn to pull myself back. Even though I was in the same place, in the same job, in the same position, in the same struggle, I had to be able to pull myself out of it mentally and say, hey, I have a choice in how I respond. I have a choice in how I breathe. I have a choice in how I show up. I have a choice. I am safe. I'm protected. This is happening. I don't have no power over it. I don't have no power over it. I can't fix it. I can't. And sometimes when you know that you can't fix it, when you're honest with yourself, I can't fix it, you breathe different. When you know I can fix it, you don't look for solution. Your mind is all consumed. Your mind is all consumed thoughts and feelings. You understand. Let me do what I can do. And I know it. Listen, this is very difficult. It's very cliche. It's very. But sometimes you have to pull yourself back. Even though you are in a hurt relationship, sometimes you have to remove yourself. Yes, you're physically in the relationship. Hey, Chastity. But mentally, I am in my own space. I'm in my own space. I am in my own reality. I'm telling my body, hey, relax. Because survival mode says my body ain't relaxed, my mind ain't relaxed. I'm fearful. I'm scared for my life. Hey, Ro, thank you so much. I'm scared for my life. I don't know the future. I'm scared for tomorrow. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm about to pass out. I'm about to be broke. I'm about to be alone. and so you have to, hey, cut this stuff off because that stuff begin to roll. That stuff begin to roll. That's where the overthinking come from. You're trying to figure out, and so you have to pull yourself back and say, okay, I'm here right now. I have options. I got choices. Because no matter where you at, you always have choices. True or false? No matter where you at, you always have choices. No matter what situation you're in, you always have choices. The only thing is you don't like your choices because your choices, the circumstance, the consequence of your choices or that one choice that you need to make, you don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. How did you gain so much experience? I suffered for a long part of my life. Listen, that's real talk though. You say, how did I gain so much? I suffered for a long part of my life. I suffered. You hear me? Suffered. Anxious, depressed, ridiculous, tired, drained. And after a while, you realize that can't be life. That's not what I was made to do. That's not what I was born for. That's not what I was here for. I suffered for a long, long, long time. And I was in survival mode for many years, especially after my divorce, going through PTSD. Because when I went through my divorce, I was also suffering from PTSD and anxiety disorder. And I got blown up, right? And I got struck by lightning. So I was dealing with all them things at the same time, right? So you talking about survival mode, man. Listen, you talking about survival mode. I just got divorced, right? I got blown up in Iraq. I came back from Iraq for my second time. Then I went to the field, I got struck by lightning, and then I struggled with PTSD. I had anxiety disorder, and my brain shifted, so I got traumatic brain injury. So you talking about, and then I was in a position in the military where I had so much responsibility. You talking about the worst bit of survival mode? When I tell you survival mode, I had nothing. I had nothing, nothing at all. Not mentally, I was done. And so all I did was go to the gym. Yeah, struck by lightning. So all I did was go to the gym. I went to the gym. That's all I had. So that's all. And as a man, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want no counseling. I didn't want no therapy. I just wanted to be a man. So you talking about? I had to learn later on in life. I learned to pull myself back. Hey, I'm right here. I'm not getting blown up right now. No lightning is striking me. My wife is gone. She's been gone. So I'm not going through a divorce. I'm divorced, but that's not my identity. I'm not divorced. I'm here. Sometimes we gotta listen. Sometimes we gotta stop with all this. I'm divorced. I'm a widow. You're not divorced. You're not a widower. You're not a widow. You know what you are? You are here. That's what the hell you are, right? That's what Clyde. That's what the hell we. I'm not divorced. I'm not single. I'm not married. I'm not. I'm just here. And so when you stop giving yourself all this label, you bring a reality back to yourself. Because when you start thinking, I am a widow, I am this, I am that, you begin to take on too much identity. And that shit is toxic and it confuses you. I'm just here. And so I have to remove all that stuff from my life. I'm a soldier. I'm an ex-soldier. All that stuff have to be removed. And then when I remove those things, my mind starts to function presently. I'm here. I'm just here. And so being here, I have a choice. You see, when I'm not there, I have no choice. When I'm back in the days, I have no choice. I had to follow through with what happened back in the days. See, when you was back then, you had no choice. You see, if your mind goes 10 years ago, you can't have a choice because it's already happened. It played out how we play it out. And so your mind is looking for because your mind is trying to solve the puzzle. You know why we overthink? Because your mind is trying to solve a puzzle that was already solved years ago. But you don't like how it was solved. So you are thinking of ways and you're going through a maze in your mind. But if I go this way, okay, no, if I go this way, no, if I walk around, if I go this way, okay, so if I go up, then okay, let me go up, look over, and down. Okay, let me go left and the right. Okay, let me go left, then left again, then left again. Damn, I'm still stuck. And so your mind is just playing over and over and over and over. You are trying to figure out the puzzle in your mind when the puzzle is already done. So if you tell your mind the puzzle is solved, this is the result. I'm here. Nothing happened to you. You're right there. You safe. You sound. You healthy. Hey Mercedes, you healthy? You're fine. The rabbit hole is real. You're strong. You're powerful. You this. You that. So just relax. It's done already. There's nothing to figure out. It happened the best way it did. I want to know how to get out of survival mode while in a relationship. But sometimes, so you think. So how do you get out of survival mode while you're in a relationship? Oftentimes, the relationship will keep you in survival mode. And to get out of one, sometimes you have to leave the whole damn thing. I mean, can we be honest? Yeah. Can we be honest though? I mean, can we be honest? That's like saying, how do I stop getting burned while I hold on to the fire? How do I stop feeling the pain when my body is carrying the fire in my hand, right? And so sometimes it's the relationship. Like, how do I stop being anxious when I'm around this person, right? Listen, and the relationship can be family as well. Indeed. How do I stop? I mean, let's be honest. How do I? How does my body? Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you so much. How does my body stop being anxious around this person? It can't. It can't. Well, how do I do it? You're not supposed to. If you try to tell the body stop being anxious, that's you telling the body, don't tell me nothing that I need to hear. That's you telling and becoming desensitized to energy. That's telling your body, don't tell me anything that I need to hear. Does that make sense? Because anxiety gives a message. Anxiety tells you something, right? Anxiety is telling you something. Hey, William Lynn, thank you so much. Right? Your body is telling you something. But if you don't want to listen, that's on you. But so if you become desensitized, you see, like when we keep, when you remember the first time you broke the rule? Yeah, listen to your body. You remember the first time? Hey, Queen, I know that was your girl. You remember the first time you broke the rule? How you was scared and how you was anxious and how you was careful? And then the second time you did it, you were still anxious. But after a while, you stop being anxious anymore because you give the body a new standard. You give your mind a new standard. You created a new standard for you. So now you just do it like it's no big deal. That's how people abuse people. That's how people cheat and lie. That's how people disrespect people because they stop. They become desensitized to it. They get used to it. They're done. And so they just do. They just. That's the same thing when you let somebody disrespect you. One time, it feels terrible. Second time, it feels bad. Nowadays, you're like, no, that's not his fault. It's not their fault. They're just doing it because they was hungry. It's because he didn't have enough chicken. I only give him 3 pieces. He usually wants 4. So don't blame him. It's my fault, right? Because you become desensitized to it. Indeed. Try and figure out what we did that made them see us in the way that caused them to not value us. We try to rewrite the truth of the situation before we have accepted the truth. Sometimes ain't a damn thing that you did to make people not value you. But it's hard to get somebody. It's hard to have somebody who doesn't know what value is to see value in you. It's very hard. Is Empress still in here? Empress is still here? It's very hard to have somebody value you who don't know what value is. Or somebody who is devalued to value you. Or somebody who doesn't even recognize value in them to value you. It's very hard to have that person value. And sometimes it's not even you. Number 10. If you want your man to respect you, this is how we need to understand this. This is the last one. It's not the most important one. I didn't save the best one for last. You know? I didn't save it. Hey, Vuyo Naz, how we doing? If you want your man to respect you, always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Now I know that's very cliche. I know that sounds very cliche. I know that sounds very corny to many people because people repeat it. When I say choose yourself, it means your commitment first must be with yourself. Your first commitment in life is to yourself. It's not to no one else. It's not to this. It's to yourself. Your first commitment has to be with yourself. Commitment. You see, if I'm committed to myself, I could be a very good committed person in any relationship. The problem is you are choosing people who are not committed to themselves. Now, somebody asked me a question. How do I let a man be committed to me? You can't let him. You can't. You have to find a man who is committed. Their goals, their life, their happiness, their peace. And so a man who is committed understands the power of commitment. They understand how much value and they place value on commitment because they understand discipline. Because to be committed, you have to have discipline. You cannot be committed to something without discipline. You cannot be committed to something without discipline. You have to have self control. You see, a man who understands self control and discipline is a man that you don't need to explain what loyalty is and what commitment is. People don't have commitment issues with you. They have commitment issues with themselves. Because when you look at their lives, when you look at your life, now a lot of you don't commit to your own selves. The black monk, what do you love most about yourself? You. I love most you about myself. Let me know if you understand that. That was number 10. Number 10 was always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Because when you choose yourself, you're not attached to nothing outside of you. Right? You're not attached. You don't take shit. You don't take people's drama. You don't take you don't take their chaos. Right? Yeah, divine. Yeah, Tony. I know. I know. That's I know that. But seriously, when you choose yourself first, you don't take people's stuff. And you know what? Yeah, I mean, after a while, somebody might drop some stuff on us. I mean, I get it because they might lie to us. But sometimes you understand. One thing about yourself is that you do whatever you gotta do to be self-sufficient. I think we owe to ourselves sometimes to be self-sufficient so that we don't get stuck in places and things that we don't no longer desire or we don't need to be. Thank you, Taj. Many of us need to be self-sufficient because we won't get stuck. This is why one of the worst things to do is to date or to be in a relationship, to start a relationship in survival mode, to date, go on a date in survival mode because people are predators out there. They're predators. They can smell your dependency a long um, stuff ahead. And when a person becomes numb to treating others like shit, they become reprobate, no longer good for intended use. Indeed, it's true. But yeah, man. But we have to learn, man. But wait, where's the person who asked me what I like about myself? You didn't like my answer. Huh? You didn't like my answer because you didn't understand my answer. Somebody asked me what the things I love most about myself, and I guess they didn't like my answer. They're still there or they're gone. They didn't like my answer. So Tony, you had a question. I mean, not Tony. Miranda, you had a question earlier about something that I covered that you wanted me to respond to. What was the question again? I forgot. What was the question again? I totally forgot the question. Um, Yeah, I did 10. 10 was always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Always choose yourself. Hey, bros, my angel, how you doing? Always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Always choose yourself. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Somebody said, help me, sir. I woke up a black man. What's the first thing I have to learn besides hair care? You have to learn gratitude because you're lucky. Very lucky. There you go. I hope you like that. Somebody said, I woke up a black man. What's the first thing I have to learn besides hair care? Learn gratitude because it's a blessing, boy. God damn. See this skin right here? Shit. God. See this natural muscle tone? And I'm 45 years old with this stuff. Boy, you blessed. So learn gratitude. Shit, you might. Whoo! Boy, look at 45 years old. Boy, y'all don't understand. Boy, learn gratitude. You hear me? That's a blessing right there. Hey, he might be learn to praise God. I hope nobody take that as an offense. Don't no offense, okay? Don't think that I'm saying anything crazy. Just no offense, okay? Miranda, you told him. But yeah, so yeah, man, this thing, hey, listen, many of us, I'm telling you, all joke aside, man, many of us, right? If we was born with a six pack, man, that's a blessing right there. My daughter has a six pack. My daughter, my 7-year-old has a six pack. But yeah, man, but listen though. So if listen, like I said, this is all psychology though. What would it sound like if he expressing a real need or want and not just playing? I think if he is expressing a real need, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see it by the way how he lives. You're gonna see it by the way how he lives and the way how he carries himself. You're gonna see his attitude. I mean, you're gonna see it in his attitude. If a man, the difference to see if he is expressing a real need and or he just want and not just a want, or he's not playing. You will see it by the way how he lives. My wife knows my needs, and she knows what I want, and she knows when I'm playing, because when I play, I'm asking for nonsense, things that doesn't match my lifestyle, right? Things that doesn't match what I do, things that doesn't match my everyday reality. And so she knows I'm playing because I be asking for, you know, stupid things, you know. But when I ask for things that I need, hey, I'm going somewhere. Oh, hey, I knew I'm doing this. By the way, in May, I'm going to be officiating somebody's wedding in Colorado. I'm going. What's it called? Officiate. Is offic. Yeah. I'm going to be the officiate for somebody's wedding in May. You are proud of me? Somebody who I am. Hey, Holy Spirit. Somebody who I coached, and now they're getting married. So yeah, officiate. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do in May. I've been invited. She said, "Oh, she want," and her father is a judge. She said, "But I want you to do it," because her father wanted to do it. She said, "No, I think I have somebody who I want to do it." She said, "I want the guy who coached me and who allowed me to meet my partner, and I want him to do it." I said, "Man, I almost." But why do you all do this, anyways? I just. Why do you all do this? Why you all fanning your eyes? Why do you all fan your eyes? You know, you are weird, man. Yeah. What are you fanning your eyes for? Thank you, RSVP. Thank you so much. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Need us. But yeah, man. So listen, having somebody respect you, man. Oh, your mascara will run. The audience. Having somebody respect you. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I don't want mascara to get over to dry your lashes. Having somebody respect you should be natural. It should be a natural thing. It should be a very natural thing. It should come naturally. But sometimes, it's not everybody knows what you expect. And so I think these things help based on the psychology of people, how people work, how people are, how people think, our behavior, psychology. I think we go in relationships. I think, hey, Dr. Love, good evening. I think we go in relationships and we don't understand that you just can't be dry bones. Hey, Cola, how you doing? Hi, Kirk. I was just told I'm too masculine because I'm disciplined, have self control, and self sufficient. I work at Cigar Lounge, and because of the way I carry myself along with being self sufficient, and people telling you that you're masculine, I'm in US. I'm in the US. I'm in the US. Listen, first thing first, when you are being called too masculine, because one thing I realize about masculine men just don't call anybody masculine. It's only the softer men that calls women masculine, and it's not the men that you want anyways. And so, first, when you are being called masculine, look at the men who are calling you masculine. You have to be honest. When you are being listen, I'm being very serious. When you are called masculine or too masculine, I want you to look at the men who are calling you masculine. Chances are, and I'm not listen. This is not no disrespect. Hey, what's up, Justin? How you doing, brother? Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm serious. When the men who are calling you, because I don't I don't look at women as masculine. I don't see very masculine. I don't say much. I have yes, I've seen a couple women who are seen a couple women are masculine, but I'm very aware because some women are not masculine. Some women are toxic, and I think people confuse toxic for masculinity. I think people confuse that loud, disrespectful voice and that loudness for masculine. That's not masculine. I'm very masculine, but I'm not out there cussing nobody out. I'm not over there mother effer. I'm strong. That's not masculinity. A masculine man don't say he's strong. A masculine man shows it in his actions and his behavior, the way how he goes through life. And so we have to be aware of using that term masculine because a lot of times you all love to call men feminine. And if that's is feminine, what he is doing, then if that's what you consider feminine, what these raggedy men are doing, they don't want to work and stuff and that they want this. If that's feminine, then you all are garbage too. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let it go over your head. Let's understand what I'm saying. You are quick to call men feminine. But if that's feminine, that toxic crap is feminine, then you all are toxic too. Because we give things the wrong labels. We give things the wrong labels all the time. What's up, G7? How we doing? We give things the wrong. We give people, oh, he's so feminine and he does this and he does that. So that's how females are? Ew. I don't want a female then. What's a sassy man? What is a sassy man? Because you all think everybody is sassy. You know, you all label a man sassy because he explains himself. You all label a man sassy because he speaks. And he speaks very clearly and he tells you his boundaries. You all label men sassy because they know how to come back. When you all disrespect them and call them names. You all label men sassy who speaks up for themselves because naturally most men don't speak up. Most men are gonna be just, most men sometimes don't communicate. So when a man communicates his boundaries, he's sassy. Sometimes y'all label people just, y'all are toxic, man. I'm just saying. I be seeing. I saw this man commenting on this woman's stuff the other day, and she called him sassy, and I'm like, that man is not sassy. That man explained to you exactly what you expect from a man who to communicate with you. That's called communication. But you are not used to communication. So when a man explains himself, he's sassy. You have to understand these things has lasting effect. You all say that you all want a man who speaks, but when a man speaks, he's feminine and he's gay. Indeed, Justin, don't tell them who you are. Show them who you are. Last guy that called me masculine, I said to him, okay, then keep paying attention to me and maybe you learn a lot. I'm telling you, the men who call you masculine, look at them. They probably have this guy called my wife masculine the other day. I said, but if she's masculine because she has a toned body, why are you chunky? So then you're not masculine then. Because be careful what you call people, because you might be putting yourself in the equation without knowing. Oh, she looked like somebody said my wife looked like a man. And I said, well, when it comes to that description, you don't look like a man then, and you're a man. You don't fit the description of a man. So what are you? Like, see, I said, so what are you? What do you call? You said she looked like a man, yet she looked nothing like you. So what do you look like? That's my question. What do you look like? Because what? She's masculine or muscular? I mean, because she has muscles, and you don't have none. So then, what do you describe? We gotta be careful now. We gotta be careful of how we categorize people. Yeah. So I don't call women masculine much, but the men who call you masculine, look at their body types. Look at their body types. They probably have sagging breasts. They probably wear a toupee too, right? They're missing their hairlines. Like seriously, they have man boobs. They have hips. I'm dead serious. Or they're just one of them young people, them young little dudes who just lack emotional intelligence. For real, think about it. So, a matter of fact, the next time, I want y'all to do this. The next time somebody called you masculine, look at them. Take a good look at them. Sometimes your independence threatens certain softer males. Thank you, Mercedes. Yeah, sometimes your independence, it threatens softer males. Softer males feel like they have to try harder to be with you, and that's what they consider you masculine. They think that they gotta step up. Last man who called me masculine, he wears a size small in t-shirt. She said the last man who called her masculine wears a size small in t-shirt. I mean, some men are small, but they. Oh snap, man! I wasn't ready for that one. You've called me masculine because I worked on the engine. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, oh, girl, you like a dude. But to be honest, that masculine stuff, I don't know, man. I think as well. Yeah, that masculine stuff though. Someone told me I was looking hard. I need to stop training. I'm telling you, man. It's sad. It's sad. I mean, people just and these are the men who can. These are the men who can't be hard. is it the men who have soft bodies? It's like you laying with a soft body man. It just don't feel right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it feels right for you guys, but I don't want to. I don't want. I'm soft. You soft. One of no. If no. But yeah, man. But listen, man. Respect that respect stuff. But when it comes to respecting a woman, I don't think you all know how to respect a man. Do you all know how to respect a man? Or do you all even care? You all even care how to respect a man? I have to see women that has muscles and firm. I am in the gym trying to get them. I'm telling you, man, it's all discipline. We are all things. I don't want to be one note. Indeed, men say we are masculine due to our skills, not our personalities. We call men feminine because of his personality, not because of his skills. But some of the men are not feminine. Some of those men are just useless. Some of the women are not masculine. Some of the women are, I mean, listen, can we be honest? Can we be honest though? We told us by appreciating them. We care when he shows he cares about us. At least I respect men that respect me. Can you respect a man first before he doesn't respect you? Oh. Can you respect a man who doesn't respect you? Oh, who doesn't respect you first? Or who doesn't show respect first? That's kind of hard, isn't it? Tell us how to respect men. You said no. So he has to respect you first so that before you show respect. He has to respect first. He has to show you respect first, right? Wait, blunt as you can be. What? Be honest about what? Why do men choose females they can teach, not females that need them grow where they lack? A man don't need you to let him grow where he's lack. A man, in because that's just how it always was. You know, through history, men always went for younger women. Younger women always looked up to older men. I mean, let's be honest. Is that true or false? Younger women always look for older men. Older men always went for younger women. Younger women, I mean, older men always look for younger women. And I ain't saying younger as in 20 years younger or 15 years younger. I'm saying younger because one thing about a man, let me explain to you why. One thing about a man, right? One thing about a man, when we get older, we kind of become dull. Do you want to see that or not? When we get older, we become a little dull. We become a little, right? We want to sit on the couch and watch TV and drink a beer right here, right? True or false? I mean, it's not good or bad. I'm just saying, for a lot of us, we just want to stay on the couch and we want to stay at home. Man, I ain't going to them no damn people. I don't go to around your family. I don't go around my family. I don't want to go outside to the mall. I don't want to go. And we need that balance because when you meet a younger woman, come on, let's go. Shit. All right. Right? All right. And so the younger woman brings a little life to us. She's younger, she brings us life. Listen, because you are younger from an older man too. You see, it's not just that. It's just that you think that we want a younger woman. But if you're 40, somebody who's 45 or 50, you're not just because you all think when a man ages, right? Yeah, facts. Old souls, we become very relaxed. And so that woman is who brings us out of that that right? That's what we need. That's a natural. That's always been since day one of life. Men always had a younger wife, 5, 10 years younger, so sometimes even 15, right? And so that's just what it is. And now that woman, that younger woman, needs that guidance. We already experienced the thing. We already been there. We already done that. And so that all through history, a man assisted a woman in her growth. It's not that true. It's not true or false. Even though you don't like it, it sounds bad. You don't like it, but that's the way it is. That's the way it always was. It sounds terrible. If a woman wants to date younger, then date younger. Stays home, chills. I'm 58. My life changed. No kids at home. I want to be out. Then go out, Tracy. Go out. If you want, what's your question, Des? Yeah, go out. But that's just about it. So I don't want. I mean, I don't want a woman. Why do you want to change a man in the first place? You're saying that younger women bring the spark of, yes, Shakina. That's exactly what it is. That's exact. Younger woman brings back the spark of the men. That's just what it is. I mean, is it wrong or right? It's irrelevant. It is just the way how it is. That's just life. I know it's not what you, but understand that somebody's older than you too. A man is older than you, but it's 5 years. You are just don't like the older men because their peepees don't work. You don't like the men in their 60s and 70s because the peepees don't work. That's the only thing that you all don't like. Because if you look at it, a man naturally in this life, it's better for men to be older. Very younger men do to women. I don't even think younger men like older women, but I could be wrong. I think I wasn't a younger. Let me tell you my story about having this younger woman. When I was 25 or 26 years old, I had this. I had this lady. She was about 46. I was 26. She was 46. Right? Can I just tell you about my story, please? You are mine. It's very important that needs to be worked out. Can I tell you about my story? I was 26 years old, boy. I was a buck. You hear me? Oh my God. I was a buck. I was a buck. Thank you. Thank you, Indigenous. I was a buck. When I tell you, boy, I was 26. I was hot. I was tearing it up. Tearing it up. She was about 46 years old, man. And she was so nice. You know? She was nice. She pampered me. When I went there, took care of me, boy, I was like, man, I live in this is the real life right there. But she had a daughter, though. Daughter was like 20. I was 25 or 26. That's what it was. She was 20. Fine as hell. I was like, God damn, you fine. Daughter was bad. I was like, oh, I want that one. Oh, I want. That one was fresh. It was my age. Well, close to my age. I was like, oh my God. I'm looking at her daughter. I'm like, why don't you tell your daughter come chill with us? Not to do anything crazy. I didn't go that far. But boy, your daughter 20 years old. I'm 25. She bad too. I was like, that's a beautiful woman right there. Oh, all right now. Okay. Y'all think that y'all don't get it, but y'all gonna get it one day. Y'all will get it one day. I'm just being transparent to you all. This is about 20 years ago. I'm just being transparent with you all. Y'all. Now, I think that same woman reached out to me a while ago, and I'm 45 now. I'm 20 years older, and I saw her, and I was like, yeah, no. Imagine if I married you. You're not my type. I don't want a 20-year older woman than me. You would be 65, 66. No. See, no. And so, yeah, it's fun until it's not fun anymore. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing or bad. I ain't saying it's a good or bad thing. You all get quiet, huh? You all don't like that kind of conversations, huh? You all don't like the conversation, huh? You all don't like that. That sounds terrible, don't it? I know. Y'all looking at me like, oh, you're nasty. I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's my daughter. I don't have a. My daughter is a 12. What are you talking about? That's my daughter. Can distance be the reason why he does not want to pursue a relationship all the way from South Africa? Where are you at? Where are you at? Listen, it doesn't matter why he doesn't want to pursue a relationship. He doesn't want to pursue a relationship. It doesn't matter. Whatever reason he has, it's irrelevant. If he doesn't want a relationship, don't try to make him want a relationship. Because when a man don't want a relationship, trust that. Hey, Pris, married a man a year younger than me, and he was always boring. Acted like he was 20 years older. You said, go on. I don't think you all like it. I don't think you all like it. She wants to be your daughter. I said I was 25. If I'm 25 years old, if I'm 25 years old, how can a 20-year-old be my daughter? I said I was 25 or 26, and her daughter was 20. How can she be my daughter when she was 20 and I was 25 or 26? But if a man, listen, if a man say he doesn't want to be with you, don't worry about what's the reason. He has his own reason. It doesn't matter because men don't ever really tell you oftentimes why the reason why they don't want to be with you. They don't really. They don't always tell you because it's irrelevant. Hey, just how you doing, Just Pre? Right? So don't worry what the reason is behind that. That's irrelevant. All right. How should I proceed? My guy has accused me of cheating when I have not, and says he's not. He's not. He has chimed into my Alexa, invading my privacy, recording songs, saying it songs like I'm cheating. Leave. Maybe he's cheating. People tell on themselves. People tell on themselves. People tell on themselves. When a man is so full, always bugging you about cheating, it's because they're telling you something that their conscience is not really taking. They want you to cheat. They want to hear that you're cheating. They want so that they can feel better about what their choices are. Every time, right? Every time a man is so, or person, period. I think both of us, both genders, when they are so adamant about you cheating and they are so looking for all the stuff, it's because they're cheating too. And if they're not cheating, they're gonna be toxic. Because if my wife comes home telling me all this crap about me cheating, I don't want you no more. Because I ain't gonna trust you. If my wife always accuses me of cheating, I won't trust her. Because you're gonna make an excuse to do something stupid. You're gonna do something stupid anyways. I don't trust you no more. Okay, you know what? Let's be over. And I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna argue and debate and come. I ain't doing all that stuff. Listen, I'm too old. But then again, you asking me. I'm a little different. I'm a little older man. I like my age. I don't like my peace, right? And the way I am. And so, if you're asking me, that's what I would tell you. But if a man is so keep telling you cheating and stuff, he's confessing. That's what they're confessing their sins with their brothers and sisters in the church, which is you. I've been cheated on before, and I always thought he was cheating afterwards, and I didn't cheat. But I'm just saying though, if you always accuse me of cheating, I don't feel like doing that. What is the definition of an established man? An established man. Let me define what an established man is. An established man is a man who is in a financially he's financially secure, right? He's in a financially established place. He has all his needs. He has his own place. He has his own career. He has his own toys and material. He has his own car, right? Established man is a man who is thoughtful. He walks. He got his shit right, right? The way how he carries himself, the way he dresses, right? He's sure of himself. He's very sure of himself. Very sure of himself. He's very confident. He ain't got to be rich, right? He ain't got to. It's not about being rich and being wealthy. It's about he's well rounded. He can do for himself. He doesn't need no outside help, and he doesn't need to always make excuses for his lack of because he doesn't have the type of lack. And so that's a well established man. A man who is there. Now I ain't saying all this emotional nonsense and unemotionally available. I ain't saying all that nonsense. Because that stuff just sounds good to people because it's a new age thing. That stuff was never a part of life. Y'all just bring that into this nonsense like that's a you know, shoot. But a well established man is a man who can carry his own weight. A man who doesn't need the help of anybody else or a woman financially, and he has all his living areas. He has his finances, his job, his career. He can support his own self. Whatever he wants, he can go get it. That's an established man, not a wealthy or rich man per se, but that type of man. That's not an established man. A man who is able. Um, do you own any house plans? Yes. I was cheated on. He told me I was crazy. 4 years later, he came to ask forgiveness. He was marrying the woman. Lord have mercy. Jesus. 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 That's deep right there, though. That's deep right there. What if I caught him cheating? If you caught him cheating and you're still there, then hey, good job. Because You say, what if you caught him cheating? If you caught him cheating and you still there, shoot, good job. Save me. Right. Right, Kamak? Good job. Do it again. Janelle. Janelle. Good job, girl. Do it again. Catch him again. You know what I mean? Do it again. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Wait, Casey, I think I was on your live just the other day. I think I was on your live the other day. You remember when I said, "Hey, you was in my live just the other day"? Do you remember? Oh, please, I left. Listen, man, this is U.S. This is U.S. You keeping them on it, yeah. That's a winner, right? But you know, sometimes when you catch a man cheating, it's because he want to be caught a lot of times. You know, he want to be caught a lot of times. When you catch a man cheating, you know, the men who keep getting caught, they want to be done with you. I think that's why you catching them, because that's why they keep doing it all the damn time. They want to be caught. Like seriously, they want to be caught. You know, a man who always doing it and you're always catching them, it's because he don't want to break you up first, or he don't want to leave because he might come back anyways. So if he leave, he probably won't he probably won't come again. But if he has a problem and he was going through something, and you know he was struggling with something, he was dealing with something, and you know I made a mistake and I'm sorry, but I didn't leave. You left me. You remember I didn't know I wasn't the one who left. You left me, so I want to come back now. But he knows if he leaves first, you're not taking him back. What if he always justified cheating conversation? If a man always justifying cheat conversation, it's because you listening to that nonsense. Remember when I said? Remember I said, if you want a man to respect you, number, I don't know which one. Can you tell me which one this was? Which number was this? Never argue with a man who knows he's wrong. Which number was that? You remember? Never argue with a man who knows he is wrong. You're gonna waste your damn time. You're gonna waste your effort. You're gonna waste your energy. Number three, thank you. It's pointless. Never argue with a man. So, or seven or five. Oh girl, I don't even know. And so, if you argue with a man about him cheating conversation, you wasting your damn time. It's because you don't realize. I don't talk about certain things, and I don't think I want to. But to have cheat conversation, what are we talking about? We got things to talk about like money and finances and family and kids. I ain't having no cheat. I ain't listen. I'm 45 years old, man. You know, I like to say I'm 45 because at 45 years old or 40s, you realize that you really don't really give a damn anymore. It's a bad place. It's a very dangerous place to be. You like, man, I don't care about that shit. No, we're not gonna have a conversation. No, I'm good. No, it's okay. You have noticed that? It's just me. I keep saying I'm 45 because I understand. Listen, no, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna talk about that. No, you go ahead and go. Nah, you go ahead and leave. You go ahead and leave. No, 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 you're fine. I ain't even arguing with you. I ain't. At 45? At 45, shit changed, man. Can you repeat those 10? Oh, wait, give me a second. Okay, I'll repeat them soon. What qualities do I need as a woman to attract and vet a high quality established man? Shit. Lord have mercy. Woo, wait. What qualities do I need as a woman to attract and vet a high quality established man? Well, be a high quality established woman. You can't be a needing, miserable, anxious, scared, and insecure woman to attract that, right? But be beautiful too, physically beautiful. I think. Listen, the more beautiful a woman is, the more she can have. The more listen, the more beautiful a woman is. Shit, your stuff is open. Yeah, the more attractive you are, is the more just like a man. Listen, this sounds like a bad thing to a woman, but we're the same way too. The more attractive and tall a man is, his damn anything, 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 right? So, but if you want to pull that type of established man, you gotta be a woman of respect, a woman of quality, a woman who knows how to listen. Because some of y'all don't listen a damn, boy. Some of y'all don't listen a damn. Do you all not care about inner beauty? Do women care about So a man's PPs don't work anymore because he's 58 years old. Do you all care about his inner beauty? Can we be honest? Can we be honest though? And you have inner beauty and try. Can we be honest? Okay. You dating a man. His PP don't work anymore. He's a very good, kind man. Do you care? Let's be honest. Can we have to be honest though? Oh, you care. I've heard many women have told me. Many women have told me, I can't. No. Sex is very important. No, I can't do it. I mean, he's nice. I play with it. Hey, licky, 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 licky. Hey, licky, licky, licky. You're not playing today. Oh, bookie, 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 bookie. Hey, bookie, 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 bookie. Look at him. Hey, what's wrong with him? He's not talking today. Oh, bookie, what's his name? Hey, Jack. Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack jump over a candlestick. Hey, Jackie, 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 Jackie. Y'all be done. Y'all ready to, y'all gone. Oh, your stuff ain't working. And so, no. Yeah, we care about inner beauty after the outer beauty has passed the test. Y'all want the honest answer or y'all want me to be sweet? Seriously, y'all want the honest answer or y'all want me to be nice and sweet and to put it softly? Right? I mean, can we be, you know what I mean? Like, do you want the honest to God answer or you just want me to be nice and you know, and cater to your emotions and feelings? Because I don't want to. Most men care about their cars more than their bodies. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't think most men care about their their cars more than their bodies. But maybe, who knows? Um, but I could tell you this: we care about physical beauty because it's just how we were made. Thank you, Creative Roots. I'm a little fresh sometimes. We care about physical beauty. We really do. I think that's one of our biggest things. First thing first, because you got to understand, women, you care about the same crap too. You care about the same crap that we care about. You all just think that it sounds bad when we say it to you guys. We care. We want you to be fine. But an established man has options. And we are old, would it matter? When we are old, we should be with the same ones that we were with while we were young. You see, the thing is, here's the difference. Dating now, meeting somebody now in your 50s is not the same as being with somebody for 20 years and now you're 50. It's not the same thing. I think that's the point that we are missing. I think that's the point that we are missing because many of us expect to meet somebody now and the longer you wait is the more your body begins to be looking unattractive. Some of us are waiting to find somebody to be with somebody, and the longer you wait, your body dropping, your titties dropping, your neck dropping, your neck fat coming out. I'm waiting for the right one, and when you wait for the right one, your nipple falling off every minute. Your nipple just always at the end point. 2 years ago, your nipple was right here. 2 years later, you just keep drop. Now, next thing you know, your nipples are just hanging. Right? Talking about I waited, but hey, nippy nippy. Right? The nipple just hanging off for life and death, just hanging off. And so we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. And the more you wait, your beard start growing too. Listen, can we? Hey, I like to be honest. I like to be blunt. I like to be very, because I'm not disrespecting nobody, right? Nobody feels disrespected. I mean, nobody feels disrespected, right? Because I don't want. That's not what I'm trying to do. But as you get older, your beard, you gotta be in the mirror. Oh my God, it's long. It's so long. Look at my. You don't even know your beard is so long. Oh my God, look at it. I got three more. Next thing you know, your beard clogged up the damn bathroom. You right? And then they're not just beard, they're gray too. They're gray. They look just like mine. We have the same beard. Yours longer than mine because I shave. You can't shave. You got to pluck. But you took too long to pluck, so yours longer than mine. And I'm looking at you. But we married now, so I'm like, hey, you want me to shave it for you? My wife, her hair be growing. My wife's hair be growing too, and she has a. My wife just bought this laser thing, and one day I didn't know she bought that. Kind of, don't tease my wife. I don't like teasing my wife, but she's my wife. I can talk about her. It's not a bad thing. I don't care if she have a full beard like mine. I can care less. She's cool. She's a cool chick. But I'm in my bed. Listen, I'm in my listen. I probably should. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna post this video after I say this because I caught her on video. I'm in the bed, in the bathroom next to the bed. I see a light flash. I'm like, what the hell is that light? So I open the door, and my wife has a laser. What are you doing? Nothing. I just saw a light flash so bright from outside your door. What is it? She says, nothing. I said, what is in your hand? She said, it's just my laser thingy. I said, what do you do with it? I got hair right here. I said, why you just let me shape you up? I can line myself up. I can line your stuff up too. She's like, no, it grows back too fast. She said, this says after 7 treatments, it doesn't grow back anymore. I said, girl, all right. You shave your stuff then. What is the age difference between me and my wife? People think that my wife is so young. My wife is pushing 40 soon. My wife is 36 years old. It's 8 years difference. Stop playing with her. Wait, I had a question earlier. Wait, I had some questions that I missed. You have to remember you came from a woman. What does that mean? How can I forget that? How can I forget that? How can I forget that? How can I forget that I came from a woman? Right? Like, for real? Like, what does that even mean? Are you thinking that I'm being mean to women? Yeah, yeah. It's a good number, right? Uh, Men are more compatible with each other. Creator is a woman. Creator, get off my page with the nonsense. Why y'all talk nonsense? Get off my page with the nonsense. Oh, men are more compatible with each other. Oh, you just came on my live. That's why. That's why. It's not the gray in one beard or the beard is the gray hair on the balls. But so I'm saying, right? So this is what I'm saying. Now, dating at this age, as we date now, right? In our 50s and 60s, I think it's harder because as you wait, your stuff breaks. Your body looks different. Your body gets weird and it looks funny. It gets funnier as time. One thing about time will bring everything to death. Time will bring everything to the end. And as time goes, I think that we assume that we get more valuable. Value is in your mind, which is a beautiful thing. But I think, and so we save it and thinking, well, it's my heart that matters. Yes, to God, not your partner. Right? Not your partner, not the man or woman. And that's both genders. That's not just women. I'm talking about both of us. Because as I age, I know that my body is going to be changed too. But I knew that if I can have a partner now, when I'm 40 years from now, she can say, well, we had all the sex that we had, we all right. But if I find a woman 40 years from now, I must accept that she probably ain't gonna want me because my stuff probably ain't gonna be working. You got you in tears. I'm serious. I understand in the next 20 years, if I wait for 20 years, I ain't got no use. I don't have any use with this. Now I can put it to use because I have it now. It's strong. I could tear some things up still. But 20 years from now, I'm done. Go on your side really quick. Go on your side. I ain't doing nothing else besides go on your side. Let's just do it really quick. Go on your side. Hurry up. Come on, man. We got 2 minutes. Kids coming in home anytime soon. 2 minutes. Creator is a woman. Sex is not love. What do you mean it would be just in your 60s. What do you mean? Can you tell me what I can you tell me what I said again? Oh, what was I referring to? Or what you referring to? Because I don't remember what I said. Be way before then. Yeah, man. I have to assume. There are old men still having women praying. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right, Mercedes. With the pill. They got those pills, man. Those pills are real. Those pills be those pills be real. But I don't want to take a pill. At that age, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, yeah, right. You know, I have this pills. Not that I take it, but I have these pills for the gym, which I don't take anymore because it's too much. Hey, Foxy, Sam, how we doing? But men have to take pills at a certain age. I don't want to take pills. I think I want to be healthy. I don't want to take no pills. I want to be healthy. I think that's why I stopped having all those women too. Like back in the days, because that stuff drains you out. It just pulls everything out of you, and then next thing you know, your karma is you can't get up no more. You already had enough. Hate to tell you, but in the nursing home, they're still at it. Really? I heard. I heard though. I did hear that. If you eat well, you don't need any pills. It's all about the physical. You don't really love. If it's all about the physical, you don't really love your wife. So she's getting old. I don't think you're understanding. I don't think you're. Are you gonna understand what I'm saying? Am I talking crazy? Am I saying something crazy, y'all? Maybe I'm. You know what? Maybe I'm saying crazy. Maybe it's me. Yeah, Fox. Thank you. Maybe I'm talking crazy. Maybe if you on my page the first time, if your first time on my live, you don't get what I'm saying. If this is your first time on my live, you don't get it. Don't try to understand me by this live, okay? If this is your first time on my live, please, your assumptions, just relax a bit. These are people who I usually come on here every day with. They understand what I'm talking about. Right? I mean, what if folks that who understand what I be talking about? Where are the folks at who understands my content? Lord have mercy. Because some of you all ain't gonna get it. Listen, if this is your first time on my live, please you don't get it. And that's understandable. But sometimes, it's hard to just keep back and forth and having to switch this up and say this and explain myself. It's too much. Yeah. So for the ones who understand me, for my people, good. Just stop eating animals. All right, let me get this one off my life. Lord have mercy. Sometimes, right? Sometimes you're all just too much, man. But yeah, man. But no, y'all. This is what I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. Thank you, Mercedes. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes, man. Wait, did I miss all these? Oh, I've been missing all these comments. I'm so sorry. I'm missing all these comments. This thing was paused. Okay, so 10 things. Let me go over these 10 things again. Okay, let me go from my list. Let me go to my list. Okay, lift not body physical. Hey, Marsha. I have seen so many people who look good and dying for love. The life of Mrs. I think we all know this on here. I think we all know this on here, man. Listen. My chats are usually people in their 40s and 50s, maybe late 30s. I think we all know this in here. I think we all know this in here. I think you just don't understand. I think this is your first time coming to my life. Okay, so let's go, right? The dating scene, ridiculous, especially. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I heard that too. I heard that too. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, so this live was about if you want your man to respect you, right? Dr. Sam, well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday to you. Happy early birthday to you. That's amazing. How old are you becoming? To sexually desire your wife and have that bond is what keeps your marriage alive. I agree. It's a very beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing. You're very welcome. Jamisha, what's good? Welcome. All right, so let me go over this again, right? If you want your man to respect you, number one, let's go over this right here. Let's go over this right here. If you want your man to respect you, first thing first is let me go from my list, not from 1 to 10 like how I gave it to you all. Let me go over my list, okay? 54. Okay, well, happy birthday to you, 54. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. On YouTube, my name is Conscious Kirk. Conscious with a K, Kirk. Not the Black Monk, but Conscious Kirk. Conscious, Konstious, Kirk. I'm on YouTube right now, by the way, too. If you want your man to respect you, number one, pull your energy back when you don't feel valued. right? Don't do more. If you don't feel valued, pull your stuff back. Don't do more. Don't give more. Don't try harder. Don't do much harder. Pull your stuff back. Okay. A lot of times I say that because a lot of time when a man, when you feel undervalued in a relationship, some of you try harder and you give more and you do more to because you assume that if you do more and give more, thank you so much, Lynn. If you do more and give more, then he might love you or value you more. It doesn't work like that. It means pull your stuff back. Stop. When you don't see that what you are given, pull your stuff back. Number two, if you want your man to respect you, don't chase clarity. Thank you so much, the Bev. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you want your man to respect you, don't chase clarity. Clarity comes naturally. Clarity comes when somebody knows what they want. But clarity doesn't come when they don't want you, right? I think that's what causing you to not have clarity because the person don't want you. That's the energy. They're working with a confusion, the spirit of confusion. And when you are with somebody with the spirit of confusion, because when a man wants sex, he tells you he wants sex. When he wants your body, he tells you. When he wants to go out, he tells you. When he wants to stay home, he tells you. So therefore, a man could always tell you exactly what he wants. So if you have to chase clarity, you're in the wrong place. He won't respect you because you're gonna always chase it. And after being married for 5, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, if you know being with them for 25 years, if you have to chase clarity once, you're gonna chase it again. And so then he feel like you have to come to him every time. You have to come to him every time. No, that's too much. So don't chase clarity. Don't chase clarity. Number three, if you want your man to respect you, you um all this was number 10 the last time. Always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. Always choose yourself before you choose a relationship. That's because now you don't get attached to anything outside of you, right? You don't settle for crumbs. You don't take whatever they give you because they can, because you needy, because you want it, because you need it. You choose yourself. And that means it's not the cliche, corny things that people be saying, choose yourself. I'm talking about be committed to yourself for real. When you are committed to yourself, you realize that everything that you desire is within you. The external is the extra. And so a person is it's an additional to, not what you need first. Choose yourself. I don't know who just called me. Can you all still see me? TikTok? Somebody just called me or ring my phone. I don't know who that was. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me still? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Only one key. What's good, girl? What's up, Kiara? Number four, stop arguing and go silent. Stop arguing. Stop repeating the same thing over and over again. Stop begging for conversation. Just stop. Stop arguing. Stop all this talking and yapping, asking somebody over and over for the same thing. Go silent. If their love is not enough, your words ain't enough neither. Right? If they want you, they'll do what they gotta do. Not you begging and choosing and asking and begging and choosing. It doesn't help you any. It doesn't work. Right? So stop arguing with people and go silent. Learn to go silent because your silence can say things that your words can't say sometimes. Your silence could make a lot of noise more than your voice can. Sometimes if you loud, if you soft, if you're angry, if you speak in an angry voice, a bitter voice, an anxious voice, a depressed voice, you're still not heard. Sometimes you have to learn how to stop speaking and go silent. All right, is when they start listening. Most of them, a lot of men will start listening in your silence because they know that you are always talking anyways, and they don't have to listen because the more you talk is the less a man listens. Do you know that the more you talk, the less a man hears? Do you know that? The more a woman talks, the less her man hears. That's psychology 101. The more a woman speaks, the less a man hear. Why? Because that's just our communication skills are different. Because to be honest, communication is not about words, right? Hey, Jazzy, communication is not about words. Communication is everything but words. A matter of fact, communication is only 6 or 7% words. Everything else is presence, body language, eye contact, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk. That's not what I'm saying. That's not that's not that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk. I'm saying learn the balance between talking. Learn. Learn your man. Your man don't need to hear the same thing over and over. He heard you the first time. I swear to God, he heard you. He heard you. We hear you. We just don't care, right? If you're gonna keep saying the same thing, it's because we don't care. Oh no, baby. Okay. So you see those two orange shirts that your mom put out? Put the long sleeve one on, the long sleeve orange one, and then the short sleeve one over. Why? Because that's your colors for your thingy, for your thing that you're going tonight. That's what Mama said. Where are we going? To your Cub Scout. Remember? You don't want to go today? Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't want to go? I do. Okay, there. So put the long sleeve one under, and then put the Cub Scout shirt over it. Okay. That little girl is the best thing that happened to me years and years ago. Um, she's something else. What was I saying? You will love it. Oh Lord. No, so I'm not saying to not talk. Supposed to be in check. I'm not saying to not talk. I'm saying you have to learn when to, hey, my talking is not working. Verbal communication is only 7% of communication. Body language, presence, eye contact, people's behaviors, their tone, everything is not makes 93% of communication. And this is why you got to pay attention. Learn that everybody don't communicate the same, right? Everybody don't communicate the same. Every man is not a man like me to be talking yapping. Every man don't do that, right? Thank you, Jazzy. And so you have to learn the man that you're with. Just like how he has to learn you. But sometimes nobody cares to learn each other. You just want what you want from him. He want what you want from you. He want you to shut up. You want him to talk, and it doesn't work. My wife don't talk. She speaks very little, and when she do, I listen. Say it again. I want to hear. All right, I heard you. I heard you. Seriously, my wife don't. And I think that's the difference. I thought she was weird at first, but she just don't talk much. She just don't say much, and when she talks, I hear. And since she doesn't speak much, everything she says, I hear. Now, I have been with people who talk a lot and I zone out. It's too much. Now, like, yap, 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 yap. Oh my God, just hurry up and say what you want to say. Shit. God damn, you've been talking for 2 hours. Just say what you want to say. Understand, you have to know your person. Know your person. And my wife knows. Because today we met for lunch today and she was talking about work and I'm like, oh boy, this is anxious. She was just talking about work and talking. And I'm like, my God, she can go for a while sometimes when she's ready. But when it comes to, she don't talk too much. She's just excited sometimes. And only like to hear themselves talk. You think so? But you all don't zone out for men. Is that just for men? I don't think men talk to men. You ever hear men on the phone with other men? I don't. Men don't talk to men like that. The few times men talk to men is a very few times. Men don't talk to men. Men don't talk to other men. If we do, it's very short conversations. I don't ever see men just on the phone talking to other men. If that's so, I don't know. That's weird. If that happens, maybe your man is a little off. But I know my connection with men is very short because we don't want to. Hey, how you doing? A matter of fact, this guy in my phone, he called my business line. He's like, "Hey, Kirk." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "So what you doing?" Hold on now, what you doing? I said, "Do you need something, man?" He said, "No, I just saw you was live." I said, "Yeah, but you want to talk?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. So what's up? Say what you gotta say. Let's be done with this. Men naturally, I don't know the men that I know. I've been in the military for all these years. I have never seen two men hold long conversation on the phone and talking about. Maybe when they're complaining to their boys about their wives or their woman, but I don't see men talking like that. I don't see it. It feels weird for me, anyways. Oh, he pretends with it. What if he talks outside more, but he pretends with his wife? Shoot, men don't even talk to men don't have that much to say, man. To be honest with you, we don't. We do actions and the lack thereof. What if he talks about outside more? What if he talks outside more, but pretends with his wife. Maybe he just want to please his wife. I mean, everybody pretends with their spouse because you have to. It's not about pretending. You want to show her that you care. Do you? My wife do things with me that she don't like, but I don't care. But she do it. This shows me enough. And I do things with her that I don't like going to carnivals. I don't like carnivals, but Kirk, let's go. All right. Shit. All right. All right. I'm ready. Kirk, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Girl, I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna have fun because I know it's what you want to do. It's not what I want to do. It's what you want. Girl, let's go. Are you good? And when I want to do certain things, hey, come on, Jazz. All right, let's go. I know she don't like it, but it doesn't matter because what's the big deal? You my company anyways. You my plus one, and I'm your plus one because I don't want to go there, but I don't act like it. I don't act like here we go again. But you know, right? Because that's something that we have to do. But you know, yeah. I mean, that's what we all do. But that's understanding that one thing about marriage. My one thing of marriage is you don't have to be thirsty to give your wife or your partner a glass of water. You don't have to be thirsty to bring your family, your wife or your husband a glass of water. Just because you don't feel like and she feels like you do it because that's your person. You do it just because if this makes you feel good and feel let's do it. Oh no, that's a big shirt. That's awesome, Kirk. I wish my ex-husband would. But yeah, but it's simple stuff. And you see, when we come together, we create this little thing right here. So, you can't really, you know. And I mean, I know how I was talking, earlier in my video. If you just came on, you probably don't understand what I'm saying. Um, Number 5, match his minimum with even less. Match his effort. Match his effort with even less. That means when you're talking to a man, when you're talking to a boy, right? When you grow up, when you turn 30 years old, okay, when you start dating at 30, right? You hearing me? When a boy ain't doing much, you do less. Okay? If he's not calling you, do less. Don't call him back. Okay. If he's not texting you, don't text him neither, okay? Okay. So whatever he doing, do less. Hey Loki. So match his effort with less. Don't match his energy. Don't become bad or rude because he's rude, right? What you do is match his effort, not energy. Number 6, if you want a man to respect you, don't ask a man for loyalty. Because if you're gonna ask somebody for loyalty, that means they don't want it. Not from you. Thank you, Loki. Seriously, if you're gonna ask somebody for loyalty, hey Starburst, if you're gonna ask somebody for loyalty, they don't want it. Because that's like my daughter have to ask me to be her daddy. Right? She ain't got to ask me. I know I'm her daddy. I know that I want to be her father. I want to be in her life. So I don't have to ask. She ain't got to ask me to be her daddy. She ain't got to ask me for love. She ain't got to ask me for anything. I'm her daddy. That's a natural thing. And so you ain't got to ask no man for loyalty. Not one. Right? The thing was make him afraid to lose you. If you make him afraid to lose you, he'll give you whatever you want. not dating until 30. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Not until 30. Hey, Brandy, how we doing? So don't ask a man for loyalty. If you want him to respect you, don't ask for loyalty. Stop the nonsense. Number 7, if you want a man to respect you, don't threaten to leave and walk. Don't threaten to walk away. If you want a man to respect you, don't threaten to walk away. Just walk away when you're ready. Because many of you keep threatening a person to walk away, and when he does something stupid, you don't walk away. You stay. And when you stay, you teach a person how to manipulate you again and how to disrespect you in different ways because they know you ain't going nowhere. And so you never threaten. In my marriage, we don't talk about. Hey, Miss Henny, we don't talk about leaving each other. I never tell my wife I'm going somewhere. She never tells me she's going somewhere. I never tell her I'm leaving if I'm leaving that. We don't have that conversations. Because once you go above or beyond those conversations, once you don't do what you said that you're gonna do, it's a wrap. That means people know that you create a new standard. They know that the standards change. And so me and my wife, until that day come, Until I'm about to leave, until she's about to leave, we don't talk about the nonsense. That's not a conversation that we have. I don't care about those things. We don't care. That's something that we need to understand. I'm not talking to my wife about I'm leaving. Oh, I love you too, mama. You're so sweet. But we don't talk about those things. If you know that you ain't going away, don't. So don't threaten to walk away. Just walk. Just walk. And he will know why. Because he always know why you left. We know why you left. We know why. Do we know why? We know why, right? Go ahead and do your stuff, okay? And I'll be there soon, okay? I'm almost done, okay? Don't threaten a man to walk away. We know why. Right, Miss? That's right, Desmo. Number 8, treat mix, treat treat mixed signals like busy signals. Oh, treat mixed signals like busy signals. Treat mixed signals like busy signals. Just hang up. If um if mixed signals mean no, and mixed signals will keep you guessing, keeps you anxious because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know. Mixed signals, you don't know. One day is hot, one day is cold. One day he likes you, one day he don't. One day he talks to you, one day he's not talking to you. One day he's close to you, one day he leaves you. And so understand, you treat that mixed signal like a busy signal. You know, when you call somebody or you hear a busy signal, you hang up the phone. You hang up. So treat mixed signals like busy signals and just hang up. Stop it. Cut it off. Somebody asks, do men um somebody asks why wait, hold on. Do men feel when a woman is upset? Let me tell you this. Everybody knows everything. This is called a connection. We are all connected. I feel when somebody is depressed that I don't know. I feel when somebody is anxious and I don't even know them. I feel when somebody is angry and I don't even know them. Of course, men know when his woman is upset. Of course, we know. But if you're not saying anything, I'm not going to ask you either. Right? We all grown. Right? Yeah, Jamisha, we all grown. If we, you never tell a stranger when they feel heavy. Oh, that person feel. And so we know when you're upset. But if you want to give hints, I don't know your hints. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do your hints. You're a grown woman. Speak. Open your mouth. Tell me what's wrong. Don't tell me all this. Don't just tell me what's wrong. Don't go into a story plot. Just tell me what's wrong. All right? But yeah, a man knows when a woman is upset. It's common sense and it's connection. Through a connection, information is passed from one to the next. Through a connection, information is passed from that which you are connected to you. And so we feel all the vibration. We know if you feel it, we probably feel it too. If you thinking it, we probably thinking it too. Right? If you feel it's heavy, we probably feeling it too. We know. Everybody knows. Does that make sense to you all? Do that make sense? Um, why when you leave a man tries to what? Hold on. Why when you leave a man try to sabotage you? That's the man that you know you picking a man like that. That's the man's. That sounds like I don't know. That's the kind of man that's a man that you're choosing. I don't know. I don't know why a man sabotaging you. I mean, maybe you don't want to leave. Maybe you pick a man who ain't shit. Maybe you pick a man who's just miserable. Thank you, Ivy. You know, maybe you pick a man who ain't nothing. Maybe you pick a man who ain't got nothing. You know, maybe you pick a man who just weird and awkward. Maybe you just pick a raggedy one. You know, sometimes you pick. You know, sometimes we pick shit. You know, sometimes we just pick shit. We have so many options that we pick. You know, let me tell you this. Can I say this very quick? Sometimes, I want you to understand this one line that I'm about to say. Oftentimes, a woman carefully picks the one who's gonna destroy her. Right? What's up, Dreadlock? Sometimes a woman carefully picks the man who's gonna destroy her. She carefully picks him. You have all the options, but you carefully pick that one. It sounds bad when I say it that way, right? Listen, it sounds bad, don't it? It sounds very, very bad when I say that. A woman carefully picks the man who's gonna do that to her. Sometimes you're not a victim. Sometimes you just choose shit. Like of self awareness. Sometimes, yeah, I'm all right for it. You see that word I use carefully? Sometimes you take time, you overthink it, you overthink it, you overanalyze it, and you carefully pick that man. Am I lying or what? I mean, let me know. Am I tripping? I know sometimes y'all don't like when because that sounds very too much. It sounds like too much accountability, but it's real, right, Tony? Um, I think I missed the question. The question that I these people be pretending and you don't know you pick shit till you stand in it. Listen, man. Listen, this is why I said you can't really base choosing somebody on behaviors anymore, on actions. You gotta choose. You gotta open your heart. Hey, Lynn Porter, how are you doing? You gotta open your heart. Only when you open your heart, language or actions is just action. Sometimes when you open your heart, you can pick up um, intentions. Your heart tells you the intention. Um, so that was number 8. You treat mixed signals like busy signals. You just hang up. Number 9, never argue with a man who knows he is wrong. Never argue with a man who knows he is wrong. Last time, never argues with a man who knows he is wrong. It doesn't make sense. If you want a man to respect you when you know he is wrong, why are you still arguing with him? He will argue because he wants to just make sure that you still care, you still angry, you still feel, you still because the more you talk, the more you complain, the more you argue. Is some toxic relationships, some toxic people, they read that as you still care, right? Toxic people treat those things as, well, I can push her buttons. I know how to push her button. I know how to make her react. I know how to, and so if I could make her react, that means you care, right? You mother ever, because we all know one thing about men. You know what? You know what we know? One thing about men, we know when you get quiet, is all hell break loose. We know when you get quiet. Hey, you hungry? Hey, do you need anything? Hey, you good? Hey, you want to go out tonight? Hey, you want to go eat? Because you're always hungry. Hey, so bring food up. Hey, you want to order some pizza tonight? Oh, I know you want some sushi. Want some sushi? I got some sushi. I was thinking about getting some sushi tonight. Want some sushi? And some wine? I could take some wine. Want some sushi? You want some sushi and wine? We could have a movie night. He ain't did that in 16 years. Hey, you want some sushi? Because food will F you all. Food, woman. You all think the way to a man's stomach is his stomach. You are a woman, boy. What's up, Ray? How we doing, man? I'm telling Kiona, you are food will F you all up. Oh, we went. He took me to this nice restaurant. Oh my god, it was so nice. You eat it right now? It was so nice. Oh my god. So then my wife called me. She's like, "You want to go eat?" I said, "Sure, let's go eat." Sure, let's go eat. So I took her to eat. That was her day. She was, "Thank you." Oh my god, Kirk, I like this restaurant. It was lunch. Simple, simple chick. I got a simple chick. I took her to Five Guys. $40. I spent $40 on 2 burgers. $40. $40. 40. You know what $40 is? Good thing I had a 50 in my pocket. Good thing I had a 50. And good thing I had a 50. And so all I did was give her the change. You want the change? Yes, I'll take the change. I said, what do you do with $9? What are you doing with $9? I can buy so many things. Excited too. I'm like, boy, I love a simple woman. You hear me? Five Guys, yeah, $40 for lunch. I've seen some messages. He's cheating. I asked, and he denied, and now he's silent because I'm angry. Yeah, the life of Mrs. Why are you asking me this question about me and my wife? Why are you asking these questions? You asked me before something. Why did I marry my wife? You asking me this. This is your first time on here, huh? Hey, Mercedes. I'm simple too, but have looked in the wrong places. I understand. You're 100%. My fingers was working like I was on the piano. Oh, you knew here, huh? If you want advice, ask me the question that you want to ask me. And so for the ones who just coming here for the first time, listen, I talk a lot of crap, okay? I talk a lot of crap. You're gonna hear me talk crap, and you're gonna hear me talk reality. Some crap is crap, and some crap is my people who come on here on a regular basis. They know when I'm talking crap. That's why they laugh, right? Yeah, hey, look, I'm right here, right? My folks know me. So the ones who coming in here, your first time, cake sweet, well, thank you. If this is your first time, you're probably gonna misunderstand me a whole lot. You don't like your wife. Your wife probably just don't like you neither. You just seem like so mean. Thank you, Drella. Thank you so much. Please now silent on me. What should I do? When a man goes silent, when a man goes silent, or a woman goes silent, you know what you do? Especially if we 2, 3 months in, 4 months in, if a man goes silent, you take his name and you cross it out. You cross that thing out because that's a person's personality. When you take up when you start going silent, that's the way of punishing somebody. That's the way of punishing you. They punish you, right? They try to punish the hell out of you by the because your silence will hurt like if somebody beat you. Your silence has something. Listen, silence is one of the most abusive drugs. When you go silent on somebody, that person mind and overthink the mind, I don't go silent on my wife. I can't. Because even if we don't talk, right? Even if me and my wife has an argument, we gotta talk still because we got kids. And we can talk about the kids. Hey, you hungry? I'm going to get something. Do you want something? We never can't talk because there's always something that we're gonna talk about. Hey, you hungry? We can have the worst argument, which we really don't because she's simple. Hey, you want some food? What kind of food you want? I was thinking about getting a burger. I mean, yes, I'm not nice. I'm smiling. You want a burger? that's, that's me when I want to talk. You want a burger? What kind? Large fry or small fry? What kind of drink? Coke. All right. Anything else? You want me to stop somewhere else to get something to eat? Do you need anything else? All right. I'll be back. All right, I'm leaving now. And when I'm coming back, hey, I'm leaving now. Because, I tell her exactly when I'm leaving because I'm a black man in America. I don't know if I'm making it home. So I don't leave without telling my wife I'm leaving. Hey, I'm leaving. Because she needs to know I'm leaving. And if she can't find me in 10 minutes, if in 10 minutes I ain't home, come look for me. I'm on this highway. Come look for me because something happened. So, hey, I'm leaving. Not for control, but I need you to know where I'm going. So you can come find me because these days for a black man, I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know which police is looking for me. You know what I mean? I don't know who's looking at me, what I got. Come look for me. So I can't not talk to my wife for long. I can't do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I can't do it. I refuse.